Angel's conversation about Harry and Meghan, the now infamous Oprah interview. Let me say right out the gate, I don't necessarily keep up with the royal family. I keep up with them and well, other celebrities because whether people want to admit it or not, the British royal family are celebrities. They have fans. They have people that go nuts over them. So so my thing with celebrities is I really try not to get in their business. They put their business out there, and on a scale, I appreciate it because it takes them down. It brings them down to human level because as celebrities, they're way up here, right? Like almost they're like gods. But when they talk about their lives and the things that they've gone through, then it's like, oh, okay, you're human. Like, yeah, I am human, kind of thing. So I appreciate that about Harry and Meghan as well as other celebrities when they agree to talk and share snippets of their lives. Um, I I so whatever they share, and if I happen to catch it or read about it or something, then okay. But other than that, I really for my thing, I try to just give them their space because um, I think about how I would feel if somebody was all up in my Kool Aid. Like, it's my life kind of thing. I have rights as a human being, and as well as anybody else. So just because this is what I do for a living, or this is my station, for lack of a better word, in life, doesn't give people necessarily the right to get into my life. So that being said, so we're going to talk about their lives now. I'm going to comment on the comments of their lives because that's what we do. Okay, so I got some notes here to make sure I keep myself on track because you know how I can go off on a tangent. So I'm going to keep myself on track. And so I talked about that. Okay, so one of the things that came up, that not came up, but well, yeah, that came up. One of the things that came up, and let me also say, I did see a little bit of the interview, like I started it kind of thing. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This is 3 hours, like, okay, 3 hours, rich people, all right. Um, and not to downplay. So I apologize. Not to downplay their feelings or anything like that. Anyway. So I apologize for if I hurt any rich person's feelings. Forgive my insensitivity after I just said you have a right to be human. You have a right, but you are human. Anyway, at any rate, so it was brought up in the interview, and then Angel talked about it a little bit more. Black people of color, and mental health. So it's no secret that along our generations, there's been a stigma to anybody admitting that they have a problem and that they need to get help for this problem before they kill themselves, go off the deep end, hurt somebody, kind of thing. So it is sad that when Meghan went to her new family, that it was a big deal to admit because you just got into this family and you're already showing weakness, for lack of a better word, for people that or you have a feeling are just waiting for something bad to happen so they could say, "See, Harry, we told you not to marry that girl," kind of thing. So that was big of her to admit that she needed some help, which is a big thing, as has been mentioned in the Black community and other communities of color. We don't want to be perceived as weak because we somewhere in there we've been told that we got to have it together, And when we don't have it together, that means there's something. We know that there's something wrong with us, which is why we're seeking help. But when we go to seek help, there must be something wrong with us that we need help. So it's like, anyway, give me a break. I'm trying to get some help, but you're criticizing me for getting help. We don't need help. So there's something wrong with you that you need help. Okay. So there's that part. So that I thought that was interesting and worth mentioning. So Angel did post about suicide prevention. If you having those inclinations, if you really if you talk to somebody before you do anything drastic, please, 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 please. Um, so something else that was brought up about Archie not receiving a title or protection as a member of the royal family, and um, that I think it's probably an old term by now because I'm older than people. Anyway, janky. Yeah, that was janky. Particularly because you're telling. Well, it may not have come directly from the queen, but somebody who's in charge of titles and protection said that your son is not worthy of our protection, but your nephews are. So they can have it because William is what next in line, or he's in a more direct line than Harry for the throne, kind of thing. So yeah, he gets to have protection because his children are better than yours. So that was pretty cruel. And then of course Archie's color came up, and that they were curious about what shade he was gonna be. Now, I don't know. Yeah, I probably would have needed to see somebody about that too. What does it matter what color your family member is gonna be? I guess that being said, the royal family only has one color, and I'm not just talking like they're white. It's they only have one color. It's that pasty porcelain kind of thing. Unless they've been in the sun, but then they still go back to being pasty. So, whereas particularly with black people, and from my understanding, Megan has black in her. Because when they said she was black, I honestly didn't know. Like she is? Oh, okay. And no, I'm not trying to offend. I'm just saying that when and looking at the interview, I'm looking at it, and I'm staring at the screen like, I don't see it. I don't see it. No, no, but okay. Still don't see it. Her hair, eyes, skin. At best, she could be Spanish, maybe. Just, and again, it's not for me to say anything about this girl. So I'm just saying that you look at these. I mean, they went on a. I know that England just lost it when Harry announced that he's gonna marry her, and I'm like, what's the problem? She's black. No, she ain't. But I mean, she obviously is. At any rate, so with that, so I don't know how much um, the majority or whoever is knows about like family colors. Like if you see in other videos when Angel and I got to do videos together, uh, that there's a color difference between us. And if you look at our children, there's a color difference. All of us are different colors. Our parents were all different shades of black. so so it is possible for something a variant to happen. I don't know what Archie looks like. I've never seen him, so I don't know what color what physical color he is. Um, but they had a concern about that because it could happen. I had seen this movie based on something that happened in real life of this South African family, this white South African family gave birth to a black baby, and not just a black baby, but a dark skinned baby. And the father is looking at the mother like, "You cheated on me with a black man?" It's like, no, I never did. But somewhere in one of their lineages, daddy did something and produced something. Somebody did something. And there was some black in that lineage, and it came out in this baby. And it was a really good movie, a good story about what this girl, she was a girl, she was a girl, yeah, what she went through with her parents and then with society. Because in South Africa, these are my parents. What? And Trevor Noah talks about that too, being well, he's mixed, but talking about being like. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm just going off. I'm not tangent. Okay. Bringing myself back in. Media responsibility. Angel talked about that and how the media needs to take more responsibility for the things that they say, as well as people need to take more responsibility about the cues that they give the media. I'm reminded of a song, and I should have looked up who sang it, but he was an Eagle. Dirty Laundry. Come and whisper in my ear, we need dirty laundry. Love to cut you down to size with the dirty laundry. And there's a background story to the song, but it just talks about how the media doesn't care about your feelings. If it's going to make news, if it's going to bring in, well, it used to be papers, if it was going to get people to buy more papers, more magazines, if it was going to get people to go to your website more, get more likes, views, and all that kind of thing, then that's what they're going to put out there, and they don't care how it looks. They're just going to, or whose feelings they hurt, they're just going to do it. So I concur more that people should not should allow celebrities to tell us what they want us to know, kind of thing. So like I don't keep up with them, but the bit that I know, people like Janet Jackson, and I'll even say Ricky Martin, they keep their families close to the vest. Like, you don't know anything about them unless they put it out there. Nothing slips, nothing sneaks out, or any of that stuff. They take their privacy very seriously. So unless they want you to know something, then you will. So and I appreciate and I understand that, because I mean, this is my life, not yours. My job is to entertain you, not to let you into my entire being. You don't need to know all of that stuff. Now, if there's something that they feel would benefit people, then they share it. But otherwise, they're like, that's none of your business. So anyway, continuing on. Royalty in the modern world, and particularly British royalty. Does it really have a place? Is it really necessary? Because Britain has ambassadors. So it's not like they need a queen to be an ambassador. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's not like they need a royal family to be an ambassador to other countries. So, is there a place? And I think about like Saudi crown prince and emperors and stuff like that in other countries who have a government set up. So it's like, what do they do? What is they're the figurehead? They're the face of the country? but they have prime ministers who are also the face of the country. So you're sharing faces. I mean, I'm genuinely asking. So because I don't know. I'm an American, and we don't have one. We have a president, and you see how we treat how we treat them. So yeah, you're our leader, but you better act right. Well, except for this last president, that the one we had before. God, they just let him do whatever he wanted to do. Getting off of that. Um, let's see. Ah, the royal statement. Much loved family members. I think about how, like, with the reaction that about Megan joining the family and that kind of thing, and England, Britain, but more England, saying, acting like they don't have a prejudice bone in their body or a racist bone in their body, considering that they really helped perpetuate the slave trade, and then suddenly they stop doing it, and they're like, "See, we're not racist." Up until a black person that wants to join your family. Wait now, wait. I'm not racist, but they're not going to be a part of my family. Why not? They're human, but they're black, or they're whatever. They're Indian. And and it's one thing to have a preference, like, I'm just attracted to whomever I'm attracted to, but for a blatant thing, like, I don't have anything against anybody, but this particular group of people will not be dating my daughter, or will not be dating my son. You will no, we can be friends, but do not show interest in my daughters, or anything, like, or my sons, things like that. So it's they treat it like it was a big surprise that the royal family would be that way, but given the history of the royal family, and then also given the history of just race relations, period, some people have a point to where your race doesn't matter. Your race doesn't matter up until right here, and now your race matters, and we have issues with that part. Like, but I thought we were friends. Yeah, we are friends. That's just a no. That's no. We're not doing that. Um, I already talked about that part. I put a note. Celebrities don't have to share Jack. They don't. English hypocrisy, talked a little bit about that. Um, um, I direct line of the throne, so that should be family going all the way through. Because I'm thinking about Henry VIII and how, in order for him to divorce, I believe it was Catherine. See, I know some things. Catherine, he couldn't, because at the time the the English monarchy was subject to the Catholic Church, and so because he liked this other girl and wanted to get rid of his wife, he started the Church of England so that he could get a divorce and marry this other girl, and then this other girl, and then this other girl, and I think there was one more, because he just, that dude, he was something else. And I've seen his picture. I'm like, really? He's not my type. But I mean, it's things like that it shouldn't be such a surprise that, I mean, everybody on some level has some hypocrisy in them. I know I do. I have more than I really care to admit, and I try to do stuff. I put forth effort to do something about it. When I see it, then it's like, oh man, I can't even judge that person, because, yeah, I do that too. So I'm gonna have to work that out. I'm gonna have to work that out in me. So I'll work that out of me, I should say. Prepositions are important. Um, um, like, subscribe, tune in, check us out. We do have plenty of other videos for you to watch. We do have an opinion about everything, as you can see through my video. I really try not to offend people, but at the same time, I do want to say what's on my mind and hopefully get us to talking about stuff, just so that we can get to know each other. And like Angel said, and like I've said, and anybody who cares about can't we just all get along, is we have more in common than we don't. We want the same things. We want our families to be taken care of. We want to be taken care of ourselves. We want to be treated right and fair. So, the computer is saying, shut up! Please like and subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching.